You do not seek power or popularity. You simply ask, is a thing right in itself? If it is, you do it no matter the cost.
I'm giving you my heart, for I can't contain it anymore. It's driving me mad, hearing it bang on the walls of my chest whenever you're close. It wants to betray me, begging to crack my chest open, to break free, to run to you, to rest where it has always belonged. It has dreamed of your hands, of the warmth they would offer, of the way they might cradle it like something sacred, something worth keeping. So I'll give you my heart, but be gentle with it. Hold it like it belongs to you, for in every beat, you will hear it whisper your name. And if you listen closely...
It's midnight here in New York, and it's my birthday. I am officially old.
You'll hear all the love I have never known how to say.
Missing someone is literally just craving the best parts of yourself, because you wouldn't have attracted that person in the first place if you weren't already what they were reflecting to you. So no, that person didn't make you feel loved. They were reflecting the love that you have within yourself. You met yourself in another. That's the whole human experience anyway. But when it comes to true love, and I'm speaking from personal experience, man, I was aching so bad yesterday, missing and craving, but that was robbing from the present moment, from the beauties of my own life. So I recognized, wow, love is always present because I exist.
There must be things that we still haven't talked about.
No, I really have to go.
Books!
No.
We never did books.
They are waiting for me outside.
Come on.
I'm going. I have to go. This is me. I'm leaving.
No. Books.
Oh, I love that I'm like in your hair clip. Hello, how are you?
I'm okay. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I feel so loved.
I'm so glad. I love the balloons.
Right? Thank you.
They're really cute.
They're so cute. Love the unblown ones.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the unblown ones just makes me laugh.
Oh my god. That would be such a band name idea.
Band name, absolutely. Ready for this?
Yes.
Satisfying crunch.
So satisfying.
So satisfying. Jillian got me my favorite flavor of Olipop.
What flavor?
Can I read to you what Jillian wrote on my birthday card? This is the sweetest thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
She was like crying writing it and then trying not to cry while I was reading it while I was also trying not to cry.
That's so sweet.
Was that a motorcycle?
No, that was a Honda Fit. Frat boys are weird. Yes! Awesome.
Also, you're like louder somehow.
Oh, well that's good.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, you've said that a lot. No, I definitely do think that they're gonna be mindful. I love the memes that you send me where they're like wearing a cable-knit sweater with like an ambiance video with their little cup of tea. No, I definitely think that that will also be them. And I think that I've noticed that in dogs. where people think that that's mutually exclusive, like the really zen, like intelligent, like cuddly, mindful, present dogs. And then the ones that are like food driven and like want to like play fight and they're so chaotic and fun. And I'm like, yes, there are dogs that have more of one personality or the other, but I think both are so profoundly dog and people don't get that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, card time. I'm going to read you the card. So
Yes.
we're not on video anymore, so I have to tell you all about it, but it's so freaking cute. So it came in this pink envelope and she like put like a little heart on it and like all of these little details on the corner and then closed it with a little stamp and I think they're moonflowers, which, oh, my heart.
That's so sweet.
And then the card has this design of a raccoon that I had seen online and I'm obsessed with this design because like I said, I've already seen it and I love it and I've like saved it because I love it so much. But it's two little raccoons hugging and it says, "Life is not so bad when you're around." Oh my god, it's so cute and they're in like a little pink heart.
Oh.
Right? Honestly, I posted something today where I'm like, I think my algorithm knows it's my birthday because it just kept showing me raccoon and bat videos, and I'm like, yes, thank you.
It's my birthday?
It's my birthday? Oh my god. No, it was really cute. Like, all of a sudden, I'm scrolling on TikTok, and there's, like, this Bat Sanctuary live video, and I'm like, yeah, I will subscribe. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Right? So on the inside, she used like a bunch of silver stickers and like glittery stickers and it says "Happy Birthday Morgan," and then she drew like these moons and stars and hearts and like this like periwinkle and lavender and like all these different things. It's so cute. And then she also used Valentine's Day conversation heart stickers.
Oh.
It's so sweet, I'm telling you. Okay, and then she says, "Dear Morgan, my majestic chaos gremlin raccoon loving special friend.
Oh.
Happiest of birthdays, my goodness, look at you go. You're doing incredible things and I'm amazed and awe-inspired by you every day. I'm actually crying happy tears as I write this." Oh, she's so cute. Okay. "Because I love you so much and I'm immensely grateful for you and your friendship. You've seen me at my highs and the lowest of lows and never wavered your love and support. And you mean the absolute world to me." I'm sorry, it's hard to read her penmanship a little bit. And then there's a little heart. And she said, "Thanks for putting up with my bullshit sometimes." "Morgan, you're so filled with so much love that when we spend time together and laugh together, I can literally feel the love and joy energy seeping into me, and it's so healing. Always
That's
remember..."
facts.
What?
That's the facts.
That's the facts. I don't know what to tell you. This is just
Put
facts.
words to it.
The facts are facting. What? What did you say?
It's true. I can't, like, I'm so glad that somebody else could put words to it.
Yeah, no, it like, oh, thank you. No, I definitely think that, like, the more people verbalize it, the more you're like, oh my god, I'm being perceived how I try. I'm being perceived how I feel in my heart.
You are.
Always remember, you are so underlined, loved and treasured by me, and I just can't wait to see what adventures we get up to next. I cannot wait to see what amazing things you get up to in your 25th year of this crazy life. I knew that I know. Sorry, this is really hard to read. I know that the cosmos is looking out for you. Endless love, Jillian.
That's so sweet.
It's so sweet! Are you kidding me?
And Jillian's the one I met the other day?
Yeah, I think so. I think she popped into the frame.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
The energy was so right.
Stop it! The vibes were vibing all around.
They really were. I feel like we could so be friends. Like, have, like, a little group hangout, you know?
Absolutely. Like, she's even said that, like, whenever I bring anything up about heaven, she was like, I would definitely be friends with heaven. I'm like, you would.
Yeah. I don't know.
Honestly, I feel like what's funny is, especially like aesthetically, a lot of my friends have more in common with each other than I do with them. No, not only do we have a type of friend, we have a type of partner. Like, especially you, Heaven, and I, we are attracted to the same type of friends and the same type of men.
It's real.
That's a little zoo.
I know, right? And
wait,
so
I was talking about that zoo the other day, but continue. I'll tell you later. No. The type is so consistent because... Tell me why.
That's so funny.
It's so funny.
Like, how does this happen? How does our type...
We have a type. Well, that's the thing. Like, I also think that there's, like... We attract people who are so mindful, but have all those worthiness wounds too, and they're like, you wouldn't have found me hot, and I'm like, honey, I promise I would have. But
yeah,
and I'm like, I also find this, like, men glow up so well, by the way. Like, they age so fucking well. It's chef's kiss. I'm like, don't get me wrong, I think, like, how do I word this? I would have been absolutely, like, attracted to you and into you in the, like, you're cute in this young way while I'm young. But, like, also now you are much hotter because you've come into yourself and you're also a man now. Oh, yeah. Like, I feel like I've been walking around thinking, like, I don't have a type because in my life I've been attracted to all races, all genders, you know, yada, yada, yada. But I do always go back to, like, certain traits of expression, certain traits of masculinity, certain traits that also happen to be pretty emo most of the time.
Relatively flexible, but it seems like the people that I'm like, about are, like, end up being, like, very soft and very gentle.
And I've had this conversation with Heaven, too, where I think there's, like, a part of your intuition that just knows. Where, like, there's degrees of being attracted to people, because we've had this conversation, too, of, like, when you're like, oh, I see how they are attractive, I'm just not attracted to them, because those are just, like, not the traits that stand out to you. And I think that there's degrees of that, where, like, there are people that you've even found attractive, but, like, you know, like, there's something, like, in you that, like, knows that this is not, like, a long-term connection. Like, you, like, look at them and you're like, yeah, I could find that attractive, but it's either the traits about you that, like, remind my soul of someone else, or it's like, yes, I biologically find that attractive, but I know you're not somebody I'm gonna have that intellectual and that soul connection with. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And what?
I've totally been there, like, where, oh my gosh, I don't know, but I didn't know at the time, I didn't know how to put it into words.
Yeah.
And at the time, I very much doubted myself. I didn't know what was right, or, like, what, I don't know. I didn't know exactly what it meant.
Yes. Wait, why is it that there are, like, oh my god, we've also talked about this, but, like, when you, like, so deeply resonate with somebody and you're so intensely attractive to them, like, they literally could breathe and you're like, how are you so fucking hot? How did you do that hot? But, like, it's not just the fact that they, like, do all of those, like, little behavioral tics in a way that is so attractive to you, but, like, also even the things that aren't, like, they manage to do it in a way that is. No, I think, like, what's so funny to me, I'm like, any other man could just, like, breathe weird, and I'm like, I now have the ick. And then there's somebody that, like, I'm obsessed with, and I'm like, how did you do that obscure thing in an attractive manner? How on earth did you manage that?
Exactly. Or even, like,
exactly.
I'm like, what the hell is even that? And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, I can't believe I have you, you know? Like,
the phrase, what the hell is even that?
I'm kind of obsessed with it. Ever since I, like, found out about it, there was that guy, like, I don't know, these people, like, showed up at this guy's house who was, like, I don't know, and I think one guy, like, either called him cute, and the guy was like, what the hell is even that?
Wait, that's so good. That's my new vocal stem. It's going in the bank.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is even that?
Yeah.
No, dude, I saw a post today and I immediately was like, Jillian, listen to this! And it was like, if villain, why hot?
Yes! I'm like, complicated characters.
Mm-hmm. It makes it hotter. I'm like, ooh, you have demons to unpack?
Like, tell me about them.
Tell me about your problems. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Was into me until the 2 seconds before he kissed me, because 2 seconds before he kissed me, I thought, oh my god, I think he's gonna kiss me.
Wait, that's the youest story I've ever heard. That is the most you thing.
And everything switched in a moment, because up until that point, I was trying to convince myself that we were just friends, and so
I understand the experience of trying to talk yourself out of this doesn't logically make sense for where I am or whatever, and then anything else you're like, no, nothing feels as right as this.
Exactly. And at the time I didn't even know what that was. I just knew that felt different.
That felt different? Okay, we're gonna unpack that a little bit.
Exactly. And then when we started dating, I hope you have some popcorn.
Get ready. I have feelings.
Yup.
Oh my god, that's so funny though. Oh yeah, when we were talking about types and noticing patterns in your intuition of what you're attracted to being more than biological, but what you're meant to be around. I keep there are plenty of people where I'm like, that is an attractive person. But the only people that I've gone for have had dark curly hair and light eyes, because in my soul I'm like, that's a person who has that is what I end up with. You know what I mean?
That's so interesting.
So the only men I've ever pursued have had that. Or honestly, I think all of the men that have hit on me as well.
That's so fascinating.
Isn't it?
It really is. And also, dark curly hair gang.
Oh my god, I could cry about it. It's so cute. It's so cute. And their little dimples, fuck you.
Oh, so sweet.
They're so sweet, but they're also not.
Yeah.
Parts of myself I try to embody, but I'm very attracted to the people who could so easily flow between cute and sexy. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm like, how?
Yeah. And it can happen so suddenly too.
Oh, so suddenly. I've brought it up with female performers or very empowered, the boss woman, the independent woman, the hyper independent, blah 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 blah. Everybody thinks that they're so dominant, but I've found that most of them are I desire to be submissive, but to somebody that I actually trust and feel safe with, and makes that space. And I think that whoa, where the fuck was I going with this? Oh yeah, that bounce back and forth between that, again, not only being attracted to that, but finding that within myself. I've found that when I go to present something, when I go to perform, when I walk into a crowded room, I give siren energy. I'm I have the siren eyes, the very sultry way of going about things. I feel stepping into that power and dominating the emotional, intellectual, intuitive space is how I feel safe in those circumstances. But when I love somebody or something, or I'm attracted to somebody or something, I'm a child. I'm grinning ear to fucking ear. I'm doe-eyed. I'm just smiling. I'm oh my god, I feel safe and you're pretty. Absolutely. Yeah. And no, you know how that phrase blanket or sword?
Yeah.
You know what you just made me think of? Using dogs as an analogy, people you feel safe with. Are you baring your teeth or your stomach?
That's great.
Right? Because people think that again, we were talking about different dog personalities, people think that those are mutually exclusive. And I'm no, both that's gonna happen in the same dog.
Right. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah. crazy. Please do.
And making like a really, really funny face. He sent like a
As he should, honestly. We love levity.
I know, and the thing is that like everybody was already know I felt that. And
Honestly, yes.
we could not breathe.
Dude, I have an emoji sticker of you drinking that slushie on the mountain. And I'm like, I feel like I should just start sending that to people.
Honestly, do it.
That's the best when you're like, you're laughing that you're like, oh, I've turned a little bit too over and I might be unwell.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well, I expected to hear from them on my birthday anyway. I'm not even getting into that because, well, I don't need to anymore. So I am technically free. In my head, it's been done.
Yes. Oh my god, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. I'm so happy too. Like, that's the birthday gift, honestly.
I was gonna say, like, what a birthday, like, milestone, you know?
Yeah, you're like, quarter of a century, however long into this lifetime, but you're finally free.
Oh my god.
Isn't that wild?
Yes, and I feel a weight lifted off my shoulders, like, on your behalf.
Stop. You're so cute.
It's just like, God, they're so oppressive. And bye.
That they are. That they are.
Farewell.
Farewell. It's been real. It's been cool.
It's been real.
Also,
oh my god.
I keep getting these like TikTok tarot readings where they're like, it's a new era, new energy, and I'm like, of course it is, because we've cut off those oppressive people. It's time for everybody to match the energy of my friends and be like fucking awesome.
Yes.
I'm so happy. Thank you. I'm just here eating my like chocolate little ice cream cones, drinking my apple Olipop, talking to my best friend on my birthday. I'm doing great. I'm sorry.
It's just amazing. I love that. I'm like I'm driving back to my hometown, which usually would make me feel scared and gross, but I do not feel a lick of that right now. And I was wondering why, but I feel like I knew.
You knew! It's us, man!
Yeah, like, cutting ties is happening today, and I feel nothing driving to Palmer.
Whoa! See, we're always so in sync. Why are we feeling the same feelings all the time?
I don't know. I feel like your energy is just very radiant, and, like, is very, like, you know how people say, like, oh, this vitamin is very bioavailable or something, and so absorb it? I feel like that's your energy.
Wait, not you comparing my energy to an absorbent vitamin. It's so vibrant. It's like this vitamin B.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so cute. No, honestly, but I feel like it's a two-way street. Like, I was having this conversation with somebody when I went to the coffee house with them, and we were talking about, we both have these, like, guy best friends that we met in school before we came here. And we were talking about, like, our profound love for them. For me, that was you. And we were saying that, like, both of you had taught each of us what unconditional love is and what it means to, like, show up in a connection. And I joked about how, like, people use, again, dogs as a metaphor, where, like, being loyal, like, it doesn't take certain words. They're not saying any words, and yet you know. It's like, it's that accountability, it's that validation, it's that making space, and it's so easy that literally our animals do it. You know what I mean? And it's also so intuitive. It's so in our human nature, and it's only in our detachment and our ego that we aren't that for people. You know what I mean? And, like, that's what I mean by this is, like, a two-way street. Like, whenever I talk to you, I am also so immediately and profoundly returned to my authentic energy, and I feel so seen and so safe and so true to myself in a manner that, like, very rarely happens otherwise. And it's also become, like, my parameter of, like, what unconditional love feels like what is that energy to embody when embarking on different relationships and different friendships. But also the fact that like we're both building a sustainable life right now, and so we can so rarely talk, and yet that has been so deeply affirmed that like I don't doubt it ever. And I mean, like, I brought this up to people. Like, I think sending penguin pebbling TikToks is a very like superficial example, but I think it's a really beautiful one because it's a joke online that so many of us, like, especially people talking about like women having like hunter-gatherer kind of instincts, and like that is what you've gathered, that is like the dopamine and the joy and the relating and the things like the talking and the communicating and the keeping your community safe. Like, you sharing a stupid meme is that. But to like be like, sorry, I sent you 30 reels, everything reminds me of you because I love you, like that vibe is like, I never once, like, I could say something so private, so personal, so embarrassing, so weird, so out in left field, so like repetitive and annoying, like anything, and I'm like, I trust so deeply that this won't bother you, that like you'll know exactly what I mean and what my intention is, and that I will feel like safe and seen, and the space that needs to be made will be made. And like, in a way, like, I was joking with somebody that I had a family member who, like, whenever I messaged them, they were like, yeah, I'm busy doing this and this and this and this. Can I do it in like 20 minutes? And I'm like, on what planet do you think I would like text you for something and think that you're gonna drop everything and do it right now? I'm like, first of all, nobody's ever done that for me or anybody I know. And like, but like the way that you text back, what, like, you're like, I'm busy right this second. I'm like, yeah, and Dylan's busy for like 2 months, but like I still send it. Like, what do you mean? But that's the thing, they've never shown up that way for me before, and I've shown up like that kind of for them out of demand, out of necessity, in an unhealthy way. But like, I had never expected that from them, so like, why I got that response, I'm like, where are you getting this from? Who put this expectation on you?
Right.
Oh honey, they're not guilty about anything. They should be. Honestly, like, I used the joke the other day. I forget what I was talking about. I think it was something about, like, how fun and authentic a lot of the people here are. And I was, like, joking about showing up as myself. And I was like, I could use a little bit of shame. Not, I really couldn't. Like, I feel like I need to actually, what is the word? Diffuse some of the shame that I carry. But, like, in the funny way of, like, I don't know, as you learn to unmask or like be authentic to your inner child, and you're just bizarre. And I was like, I could use a little bit of shame, honestly.
No, I feel that. And honestly, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's, and I'm glad that you know that like someone else says it in like a funny way, because I'm like, of course I don't genuinely want to feel shame or make other people feel shame.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I think it's actually, it's
necessary.
What?
I think sometimes it can be useful.
Well, I think a huge part of the joke is just acknowledging how much shame I used to hold and how inauthentic I used to show up, and the fact that that's not there anymore, that it's almost like a playful joke that I'm like, I'm so true to myself, I could actually use a little bit of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love that acknowledgement of how far you've come.
It is. It's like, it's a playful little acknowledgement of just how much work you've put in. And people are like, how are you still cracking jokes? I'm like, it's so deeply who I am. And I don't know how else to say it. I'm like, I appreciate the people who add levity to a situation, and I think I do so much. And it's just, I'm noticing it more and more about myself, and it's one of my favorite traits about myself. I can't wait for you to watch that interview and then message me. You're gonna love it.
I'm excited.
Juliet! Okay, I thought she was in the hall, but okay. Oh, well, that's an intersection.
Huh?
In my brain, I was like, what? A four-way stop? And then I was like, Morgan, that's an intersection. Like, that's a very normal thing.
Oh. Oh, man.
Well, we did just pick up snowshoes. That was fun. We're gonna try to snowshoe. Apparently, it just snowed a couple inches up there. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I thought you meant the traffic, but you meant in life.
Yes, yeah.
Honestly, we tend to be really in sync, so give me some of that energy. Honestly, I do feel some of that energy. My intuition's been like, it's happening.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Honestly, I hope something's said today.
Also, I saw that post. I don't know. Well, you post a lot, so I don't think that helps. How do I describe the post?
How do you describe?
It was the one.
I heard ostrich. What?
It said like our all too clever flirting as part of it.
Oh yeah.
I loved that.
Thank you. Sometimes there's fine print. I have astigmatism.
Yes. I love that. I remember seeing it and then like being like, oh my god, that's awesome, and then rolling over and going to bed, so I didn't say anything about it. We make moves.
Making moves, babe.
The machine was broken.
I'm gonna sue them. I'm gonna be like, excuse you, you didn't give my best friend his slushie?
And then I stand in the corner and I wail or something. I'm like, ah!
You do like a little stomp.
I want it.
Wait, have you seen that TikTok when they're like, when we get customers so we can't yap anymore, and there's like people who are like running a little store, a little cafe, and they're like, and they like just like punch something and it knocks over, or like they do a little stomp. It's so cute. It's like when rabbits throw a fit and they do their little stomp.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
That's so sweet. Oh wait, was it like a Starbucks or something?
There's
or
a few. There's like several different ones.
Okay, I feel like I've seen one for a coffee shop, and it was really cute.
It's so cute. I feel like you'll absolutely relate to this. When you're like, feeling a little fussy, so you're getting a little pouty, and your partner just thinks it's the cutest shit in the world, and you're like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. I usually go, no! I'm angry! And then he's
So
like, no.
anger! One of our very last sessions. Well, no, not that in particular, where she was just like, she was like, you need to climb him like a jungle gym, and I was like, ma'am, we are in therapy.
That's crazy.
She was so funny. She was like, you just need to get tossed around a little bit.
Yeah! Have a little fun!
What's funny is she is not the first person to tell me that.
That would be the first person I'd ever, like, be like, alright.
Yeah.
You know?
Where you're like, okay, I guess so. But, like, I think it's been known. Like, both you and I have acknowledged that for years.
You can be like, it's time, and also be like, as in, this is what I want right now. This is what I, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, that was part of the, like, part of, like, what I wanted to dive in deeper and explain to her was, like, it's been time. I'm very well aware that this is an unmet need, and there's also a reason why I haven't met that need. You think I don't have options?
Right. Exactly. Like, I swear to God, you could walk outside and go, you! Like,
dude, somebody told me that in high school. Somebody who didn't even like me that well. She was like, you could grab anybody, student or teacher, and just make out with them, and they would be like, thank you. And I'm like, I don't know about that. That seems a little extreme, but I love your energy. It was like an old Tumblr post that somebody had reposted, and it came across my feed, but it was like I'm pioneering, like, gritted teeth optimism. Like, in spite of it all, I'm still a ray of light kind of vibe. And I was like, if I don't even know, like, put that on my fucking gravestone. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I feel like that's really my essence. It reminded me, somebody had said something, and I was like, we are this in spite of the circumstance, and it reminded me of that thing that, like, there are very few times I ever felt, like, really acknowledged for who I was by my family, but there was one phrase that one of them had said at one point where they were like, most people are who they are because of their circumstances, and you are who you are in spite of them. And I was like, ooh, I feel perceived in like a validating way.
Yeah, that's so perfect, I think.
Right?
Never knew where it was. Actually, I brought you there. Never mind.
Denise's salt therapy place?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool that you're there. What was I gonna say? Okay, so all of those like TikTok tarot readings and like different things talking about confirming the energy of like cycles closing and chapters changing and yada yada yada. They kept like saying certain numbers, and one that was like reoccurring a lot was 23, but another one was 52. And I was like, what odd numbers? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. And then right when I stood up while you were gone, I looked at my desk. I have the little like sticks for dessert that have 2 and 5 for my 25th birthday, but the way they're lying on my desk, it says 52.
Oh my god.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
And like my teacher was playing this this TED Talk in class today, and they were using the Wright brothers like building the airplane as an example for what they were talking about. And then like at some point in their speech, you can hear an airplane go by like as they bring it up. And I was like, did they add that sound effect? He goes, no, that actually happened there. It was like serendipitous. But like what he was talking about was like in business, people try to advertise with their like what they have and then like how they go about it, and that's pretty much it. And he was like, reverse it, start with why, what's your mission, what's your emotion that you're invoking, like why should people give a shit about what you do, and then like go back from there, like then how did you do it, and then what is it that you're selling. But like what he was talking about, I just like knew like that is aligned action. That is how we do things that matter, how we create things that create value for people, and we know that we're doing something out of being inspired in our heart space. Is like, well, why are we doing it? Like, what is the true purpose? And that's how people are like, oh, if your goal is to like get rich and famous, then you aren't doing it for the right reasons. Like that's, even in his example, he was talking about like this guy straight out of Harvard that was being followed around by the New York Times and like all this sort of stuff. And he was supposed to build the airplane. He and his team had all the degrees and all the money and everything. But when the Wright brothers did it, he like just quit. He didn't even go like, congrats, like how can we build upon this? How, like, it was all ego. It was all, I want to be rich and famous, not I want to do this thing because I believe in this innovation and I believe in this opportunity for humanity and yada, yada, yada. And I feel like that is the corresponding components. That's the universe meeting you where you're at. And so that airplane sign, I feel like it was just the universe being like, snaps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so funny though. And I just like, I don't know. I truly resonate with that. Like, having a mission. Like I watched this video over winter break, and it was talking about like the psychological trick that like they used like all of these different like celebrities or like public figures as example, and they're like, oh, it's the enemy effect, like have something that people dislike. And I'm like, I don't think it's necessarily like a negative emotion. Like they used Taylor Swift as an example, and they were like, the enemy is the mean girl, the popular girl, like the girls were triumphing, or the girls with feelings, the not like other girls, the blah 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 blah. And I was like, focus on what you're triumphing. Like, yes, there's always going to be a polarity, there's always going to be a contrast to anything, and it's not necessarily making an enemy out of that thing, but it's making a community and a safe space for the other, like the one that you resonate with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is really like what emotions you invoke. Like that's a conversation we're having in this like career class regularly. Like an interview is not like ticking the boxes of like I can do this and this and this and this. It's like this is a relationship I want to build. This is a person I want to work with every day. You know what I mean? Like it's creating a friendship in that interview in a professional manner. Because he really wants things to make sense, if that makes sense, but it doesn't. But I can't let it go. But it resonates so well, and like it's the things that you can explain. And like I shit you not, this is the shit he's saying. That intangible energy of like, I just feel belonging. I just feel safe. I feel resonant with this. I feel so deeply and profoundly attracted to this. You know what I mean?
Humans are so complicated.
Yeah. And then, like, I don't know. I feel like, first of all, making it so much more complicated than it needs to be. Like, I don't know. It's giving Virgo. It's giving, like, I want it to be perfect. And you can tell that I like you for you. And, like, of course, I would love all of these things because they make you healthier and happier and more content and more at ease and more at peace. But I still always liked you for you. And so, like, of course I'm gonna love you doing your best and being your best and becoming your best. But it also, like, you didn't have, and I mean, like, again, it's such a fucking mirror to me because I'm the same way, where I'm like, you didn't have to become something to be deserving of love. And I know because I do that same fucking shit all the time. Where I'm like, oh, if I heal in this way, I do this one thing, I can somehow meet the pedestal that I've put you up on. But, like, also, I am, and the kind of people that I would want are people who, like, love unconditionally no matter what. And, like, again, like, hold you accountable, but, like, you didn't have to do anything to become deserving of my love. Also, like, why is my... And then, like, the planning of it, like... Oh my god. I love it because I'm like... I'm always the one making things, like, sweet and romantic and mindful. Like, for anybody. I mean, like, you've had a day with me. Everything's gonna be so thought out, which I love because, like... I love doing it, but I also love being surprised, and I love enjoying it and having people think of me and celebrate me as much as I do for them. But it's also like, it has to make it so perfect, and I'm like, honey, the fact that you thought about me at all is perfect.
So sweet.
So sweet! Ugh! Just cuteness aggression. You're like, I'm fine, as you, like, throw your face into a wall.
It's so true. Yeah.
Everything's fine. You're like, I'm just so loved. I just gotta run over here and scream real quick.
It's true.
Sometimes. Are you kidding me?
What?
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
What?
Posted it.
Oh my god.
I knew it too.
Oh my god. Of course he did.
Of course he fucking did. Of course he did.
Unreal. Yeah. Oh
Okay.
my god.
First of all, I'm unwell. First of all. Okay. Of course he fucking did.
Of course he did. Also,
Of course he did. Not your partner making jokes about him now. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was like, what are you talking about?
He's not the first one to say cave. I'm
Oh my god.
But that's what you do. You fall in love with a woman, you capture her, you put her in a cave.
Yeah. Well, your evil twin brother captures her and puts her in a cave.
I mean...
Like, my scenery changed too much. Because I was, like, driving into a different area.
Wait, that's a thing. Okay, that's why people practice threshold magic, is because, like, your brain actually does view it as, like, a new reality, which is why you often forget why you entered a new room.
Oh.
It, like, changes your frame of thought.
That's so interesting.
Isn't it?
And that also probably explains why I can't, like, find it after.
Yeah, like, people will put, like, threshold magic, like, on their bedroom door, and they'll be like, every time I come in, I am calm, I am cleansed from the day, and every time I leave, I'm empowered, I'm my most confident self, and then, like, that is how that threshold works energetically. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
Dude, I love how excited you get about a ripe banana. It reminds me that it really is the simple things in life.
Thank you.
You get psyched for it, and I love it.
I'm so excited. I'm like, I'm gonna cut this up and put it on my oatmeal.
Dude, I started telling other people, like, when I went to see you, I came back and I told my family, I'm like, listen, Dylan found a ripe banana and it was on the for sale shelf.
Oh my, that's so heartening.
It's so cute.
Like, it's just overjoying to me.
Yes. And like, no, and honestly, it is the little things. Like this morning, Jillian gave me like a tiny container of raspberries, and I was like, not only did you remember that that's one of my favorite fruits, but like you also know me well enough to know that I don't have anything for breakfast.
Oh.
And I was like, I get to eat raspberries on my birthday for breakfast.
That's so sweet. That's the
It was
perfect
so
little thing.
Right? And I was like, I had my little coffee, and I actually also had like little salted caramel brownies. And so I'm in my class with my brownie, with my coffee, with my fruit, and I'm like, I'm a princess.
Awesome.
It really was. It was so special.
That sounds so special. I remember thinking that I didn't like raspberries until I tried one off a bush, and I was like, oh my god.
Dude,
Because I
that's how I
didn't-
was with strawberries and peaches. Like strawberries, I'm like, yeah, they're good, whatever. I'm like, sometimes they're like a little like watery or a little dry or like pilly, and I'm like, sometimes it's not as juicy as I would like. Then I stopped at like a farm stand when I was visiting my grandmother in New Jersey as a kid, and I was like, oh my god, real strawberries are small and juicy. And then the same thing when I went peach picking. It was like, I was like middle school age. For my whole entire life, I thought I hated peaches because they were dry and pilly. Oh my god, I had a fresh peach and I almost went into cardiac arrest. Are you kidding me?
That's so perfect, because I really understand that.
I love how much you laughed at that. That was so great.
Because it's like, oh, that's just the best way to describe it, because it is that serious.
I was like, holy shit. You know that audio that she's like, the whole time?
Yes!
That's how I feel. I'm like, the whole time it was this good.
To God, like, that juice will be dripping down your face and arm if you bite into it like an apple, and you will want to bite into it like an apple. It's so delicious.
You
And he was
changed
like,
that
yeah.
man.
Exactly. And then
Also,
he tried it.
like,
Oh my god.
dude, I have to send this to you. The gasp I gasped when you were like, that juice is gonna be dripping down your face and arm. I was like, we're still talking about fruit, right?
Oh my god. Yeah, literally. And the thing is that, like, it was life-changing.
Yeah.
World-altering, in my opinion.
It's crazy. It's crazy what's possible with fresh produce, my guy.
Literally, that doesn't have to be, like, shipped across the country or from a different country.
Absolutely bonkers.
They smell like I'm being so real. They smell exactly like if it were milder, and, like,
It's like the post that I sent you that was saying that what avocado tastes like. And then that woman, that older woman who commented, and she was like, you're not gonna get me to like avocado.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Everyone, it's my birthday.
This is when the feeling sinks in. I don't wanna miss you like this. Come back, be here. Come back and I'll be shade in the black dark. Someone is starting my show.
Hair on my bed. I love that it's a unanimous concern.
Well, the door is right there.
It is indeed.
And don't worry, we'll get you first. We'll be here.
The cake can't burn, guys.
Your own creation.
Fire. It smells good. Although it burns really, really fast. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to use more than one. Because it's not bro. Fuck. Morgan! Nothing happened. It's fine. I'm gonna light another one.
Permanent damage. Do you want a lighter?
Permanent damage has happened to this bed several times.
Do you want a lighter?
That sounds bad. Just because I'm clumsy.
Do you want a lighter?
No. I want chaos. I want arson. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe.
It's like, or take them and...
It's just one that's gonna crackle-lackle.
Yeah, you can use that to...
There's already wax on it.
Light the other ones.
This is how it's going. This is my vibe. It's
It's like so. It's just falling. The lighter. Okay. Wow, that was done so gracefully and so peacefully. I admire it. I catch the balloon now.
Are they mini balloons?
No, they're just like fake things. She's got it. Whoa! You passed through that and it still was fine. How the fuck?
Oh, I missed one. It was elusive.
Bro, the wax
Oh my
just
God.
melted on the thing.
That's so chaotic.
So, ow. It spat wax at me. Let there be fire. Oh yeah, I should make a wish.
Yes.
Ow. Fuck. It's burning me.
Oh no.
Okay, this one's scaring me.
That's why you need to blow out the candles.
Okay, wish. They are. Fire. Oh, that's gonna catch on fire. That's going black. Okay. Yay! Wow. That was really chaotic. It was really me, and I loved it. Anyone want a piece of an inch wide cheesecake? No, it's like 3 inches. It's good.
Yeah, you should enjoy it.
I love you. The way she's like, just giggles.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. There's a wax on.
Oh,
This
now
is why we're friends.
I know, I couldn't find it, and then I did. Too late.
It's covered in wax.
I love how you had to put all of the thing all over. It was really great.
It needed to be a real cake.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's dark in here. I think this part is wax free.
A little bit of wax. I mean,
yeah, that's character.
It's just yeah.
Just a little bit of spice.
Oh my goodness.
My goodness gracious me.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious on you. You want to say hi? Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey.
Well, I barely slept. Let's go drive 2.5 hours into the woods.
Broke. So where did my voice go? Why is my voice gone? And why can't I get a map? This is not aesthetic or fun. Oh my god.
March 1st, 1692 was the beginning of the Salem witch trials, and that was exactly 333 years ago to the day. And I think that that's magical, and I think it's beautiful, and it's really symbolic. And then I was also thinking, like, were the people who were executing the witches, like...
What's happening? Oh, that's adorable. I'm gonna grab my wallet because they have my favorite chips and I need gum. Thank you. Thompson.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Teenagers scared the living shit out of me. They kind of do. Wait, is that a shark push?
Astrologically speaking, get ready, because Venus is in retro! Insert Screamo music here. Venus retrograde is here, and she's coming for all of your relationships. And guess what? In this dystopian day and age that we live in, relationships are everything. And I'm not only talking about romantic relationships. We're talking about familial bonds, platonic relationships and friendships, even our relationship to the government at large. All of that, all of it, Venus is bringing up to the surface. Now, the last time Venus retrograded in Aries, think back to the year 2017.
Fun spoon guy. I appreciate you. Ah, you're adding depth to my. Ooh, okay. That was sultry. My color. Ooh, she flipping. She doing tricks. She a track star.
Oh wait, this is a cool thing that you did.
Think Women's March, think the Me Too movement. We're talking about gender, racial, and economic inequality. All of that Venus retrograde in Aries was bringing up to the surface. And why is that? It's because collectively we were looking at our relationships and the imbalance of power that existed between them, if there was any. And how do you think this conversation is panning out today? With the regression of DEI programs, as well as the broligarchal, patriarchal system that we're living in today, now more than ever, this imbalance of masculine energy is being pushed to the forefront. And thankfully, Venus, the planet of love, balance, beauty, and restoration, she looks at the feminine. Because we need both. We need both the idea and the nurture to sustain it all. So this transit is going to be lasting until April 12th. Buckle up. I want you to ask yourself how some of these themes today are mirroring that of the past for you. It's going to be spicy. It's going to be fiery and angry, and let that be a part of it. Anger is a sacred tool for transformation. Let it inspire some action.
I'm never gonna forget the damn witches get off my lawn. They're eating all the snow. Them snowbank licking witches get off my lawn. Yeah. Solid content. I'm king of the innuendo. Dude, where did that come from?
The healthier and more honest these relationships are, the healthier you are in this world.
I think we should all be exercising our free will more, because when you realize nobody's going to check you, it just makes it even more fun. So, today I'm having my afternoon tea.
Here's something that you have absolutely never thought of while scrolling your phone watching videos on TikTok or Instagram. And I can promise you that, because I can promise you it, so stick with me for a second.
Will you shoot? You're so cute. Oh, she emo. She's not like other girls.
You know when you're scrolling and you are so used to your algorithm that like knows you, and then occasionally you will see a video where you'll glance out of the corner of your eye, and on the right side of the screen you'll see it has like 3 likes, no comments, no saves, and you don't follow this person. And you're like, what the fuck is this? And typically, you scroll right by, right? What you don't realize is you just participated in the algorithm. And you scrolled by a video of someone, and this is not to make you feel bad, I'm just telling you like what happens, right? I do this too, to be honest. But I like watch content and teach it for a living, so like also like I wouldn't scroll by it if it was good. No, I'm being a dick. You're scrolling by someone who had the courage to put themselves out there and tell a story and hit the big red button. So that's why I say I was being a dick, because like you really do have to nail the storytelling part before we can talk about like the strategy. That person with their 3 likes probably in that moment has more courage than you, because they chose to put themselves on fucking camera. And you can ask anyone that follows me, because I've been screaming about this for like 3.5 years. Creating content and sharing yourself like I am right now is one of the most, I swear to God, profound ways to both internally and externally heal yourself and rebrand / change your fucking life.